everybody. I have had a great time this morning. Oh my God, praise and worship. It's nice to see everybody. Ooh, Lord have mercy. I was like jumping out my skin. I was like, wow, look at this. It is going down. Giving all glory and honor to the Lord for allowing me this opportunity. And thank you to the pastor and ministers on the rosters, deacons, family, and friends. Once again, my name is Tasha Edinbyrd, and I am a woman of purpose, passion, and power.
All right.
And once again, I grew up in this church. My daughter was christened in this church. I was baptized in this church. I got married in this church. So it's amazing to be back home in this capacity. Amen. So I want to talk to you about your purpose, passion, and power, and what may be holding you back from what God has planned for you. And I was inspired by 2 Timothy 1:7, for God did not give us the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and of sound mind. So I'm going to tell you what the Webster says that fear is. An unpleasant emotion caused by the belief that someone or something is dangerous, likely to cause pain or threat. But we know it as false evidence appearing real.
Amen.
See, most of us, we have a fear of failure. And then on the other hand, we also have a fear of success. So I'm here to let you know that I had a fear of both. That paralyzed me to the point that I did no movement at all. Does anyone know anything like that? Can anyone relate to that?
Amen. Yes, God.
When my daughter was 2, she had this thing about jumping off the steps. In my house, I had like a little bottom part of steps. It's only maybe like 3 steps. But when you 2, that's like really gigantic. So she would like jump off these steps. Her and my husband, that was their thing. She'd just jump right off the steps. And I remember I put her up there and I said, okay, come on, Kyra, jump. So she was like this. Like, I don't know if you're going to catch me. But then at some point she would jump. So I went to my husband and I said to him, so Kyra won't jump off the stairs to me. She's kind of hesitant to do it for some reason. I said, but when you put her up there, she just jumps. So he said, really? I said, yeah. I said, I can show you. So I put her on the steps and I said, okay, come on, Kyra, jump. So she was like, I don't know. But then I said, okay, babe, you put her up there so she can jump. He puts her on the steps, and when I say she lunged off the step before he could even step back, but she jumped off the steps with the assurance that her father was going to catch her, and she had no doubt that he would not catch her. That's the fearlessness that God wants us to have. When I first put out my message, I really got to share with you, I was so afraid. I was afraid of the judgment, I was afraid of the rejection, but the one thing I had to realize, if I want to help somebody, I got to dig deep. I have been in the darkness way too long, and the light was calling me. And I am so thankful about that. And I also realized even the fact that I started not to do it, it's because it was the darkness that was keeping me for so long. So I'm here to ask you to stop telling yourself the lies. Stop saying you can't. Stop saying you're not good enough. I got to tell you, the Lord wants your dreams to come true. You do want to bring your vision to life. See, when God has a purpose for you, you must receive it. But not only that do you have to receive it, you must believe it and take action. Because fear and faith, they can't stand together. They can't be in the same space. And I don't know if everybody knows, I had back surgery. No, I'll say that again. I had 2 back surgeries. So just so you know. And I needed a cane for assistance. So I'm sure you probably can imagine what that was like. Now, I am going to tell you, don't be walking around saying that, I told you to put your cane down, because I didn't. But what I am going to tell you is that I gave more credit to the cane than I did to the deliverance and the healing.
All right. Come on,
See,
come on.
I was focused on walking with the cane instead of learning to walk by myself with the cane. See, I was focused on the medicine. I remember calling my mom. I was like, oh my God, my leg hurts so bad. Help me. She was like, babe, I'm so sorry. To the point that I was hurting so bad that my feet was numb. See, y'all take for granted the simple things. When I couldn't sit up on the bed straight up, like I couldn't just come and just do this. I gotta show you because you don't understand. See, when I couldn't just do that, that was a problem. When I couldn't kick my leg up, that was a problem. When I needed my husband to help me roll over in the bed. See, you don't understand when you can just roll over. I couldn't just roll myself over. I needed assistance. That's why I tell you I was giving more to the pain than I was to the healing and deliverance. See, I was wrapped up in the medicine. And I wasn't wrapped up in God. Which caused me to go into a deep, deep, deep darkness. And when I tell you it was rough, it was rough. See, and I was focused on the right now and not what was coming. See, when the darkness came to almost consume me, I didn't even fight. I didn't even really know how to fight. I was extremely, extremely powerless. And to be honest, I really gave the darkness permission. Because I was too busy all up in me. See, I was all up in me and I went all up in him. And that's where the problem was coming in. Until one day I felt myself, I was just suffocating. And the life was leaving me. And I had to come to the realization that I do have the power. I've always had the power. It's always been there. I just didn't recognize it. But I'm here to tell you, change will come. Proverbs 23:7, for as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. And my friend Walter Brooks, he said, my mind is a neighborhood that I cannot walk through alone. And when I asked him what he meant by that, he said, your thoughts can lead you down the wrong path. That's why you always take the Lord. So, at my worst, my dark thoughts did consume me. And most people don't want to admit that, but I stand before you admitting that. See, you must be careful about what you allow in your mind. Memorize your scriptures to protect your mind. Surround yourself with positive thinking that it consumes you. And my prayer today is that someone will be healed and delivered by my journey. And see, I saved love for last. And the reason that I say love for last, because love will conquer all. Your circumstances, your situations. God gave us his only son, Jesus Christ, so that we may be made whole again. He gave you the ultimate gift. So there is no reason why you should fret. He already gave you the love of your life. That's your first experience with love. He loved you with everything. There is no conditions on his love. He just loved you.
Absolutely.
And it's just absolutely amazing. I want to let you know I receive and I claim my deliverance and healing today. And I will leave you with this. Everyone has a purpose. Don't be afraid to explore your passion, to ignite your power. My name is Tasha Edinbyrd, and I am a woman of purpose, passion, and power. Thank you for having me. Be blessed.